here to serve you at the window.
Thank you.
Chicken sandwiches and waffle fries were an afterthought for thousands who filled Chick-fil-A restaurants Wednesday.
We just want to make sure that if you're a Christian, that nobody steps on our rights.
A nonstop flow of drive-ins wrapped around Irby Street in Florence.
We had to wait about an hour and a half, but it was well worth the wait to support them.
And there was customer after customer in Carolina Forest.
It's National Go Out and Eat at Chick-fil-A Day.
Many were here to support the chain's president, Dan Cathy, in his stance in opposition of gay marriage.
We want to affirm the biblical definition of marriage, one man and one woman. But it's not that we hate gay people.
But there were some who said the message they were supporting had nothing to do with sexual orientation at all, but supporting Cathy's right to say what he believes.
I'm for tolerance, but at the same time, that tolerance should also include the tolerance of various opinions. And just because a businessman has expressed an opinion that has nothing to do with the delivery of service does not mean that he in any way should be penalized in our society.
It's been 8 years since a mandatory evacuation and 23 since a major hurricane hit the Grand Strand.
Sure, we have the best.
Wednesday, Don Lewis from consulting firm Atkins presented findings from a $25,000 study on how if the Southern Evacuation Lifeline, or SEL, and I-73 were built, they could save time and lives in the year 2030. SEL is planned to go from Highway 17 south of Surfside Beach to 22 near Aner, and the interstate would pick up where Highway 22 and 90 meet now. 22 would then become I-73. The big issue here is the time it takes to get everyone out.
When you start getting above that 20-hour threshold, then the impact starts being people will wait to see what the storm's going to do.
With no new roads, the study says, in a Category 4 or 5 storm, it could take from 27 to 57 hours to get out depending on the route. With both I-73 and SEL, Lewis says 90,000 additional people could get out, and it would take between 17 and 20 hours.
I was actually very conservative with my assumptions in terms of population numbers. I only assumed a 15% growth in tourism, but I wanted this to be a realistic analysis because I know that there's people that are for these projects and against.
Horry County Emergency Management Director Randy Webster says the county has been actively informing the public about hurricane evacuation. But this is the first time we've heard them weigh in on building I-73.
Without some kind of relief in the road network, then it's just going to get worse.